Hey guys, it's Vamshi again, and I'm here back with another video. So this time we are going to be seeing how to implement JSON into any Flutter app. First let me make something clear. JSON is not hard or scary. It's okay. It's very easy. I'm going to show it to you. Don't worry. So let's first create our file. A JSON file. I'm going to name it as data.json, and here in my browser I have some names with some serial number and a type, and I have exported this as a CSV. I have a JSON here. I have converted it. I'm going to copy this, paste it in here and save it. We are not going to be using it like this, just like this. I know that this is easy. You can do this, but I don't want you to do it this way, because you'll never be in such a situation where you'll use this. So what we'll do is we're going to create a new GitHub page. So yeah, we're back here. Now I have uploaded this project on my GitHub. I like the new interface actually, and you can see we have our data.json here, and we want the raw format of this because we don't want all the interface and everything. We just want the data. So I'm going to copy this. And now comes the most crazy part. I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to import our material library and Cupertino library. Then I'm going to create a new stateful widget. Oh no, sorry. And we have a void main which will run an app called app. What we can do is we can make this a material app. Wait, I think home. Yeah, right. And app does not exist, so I'm gonna create this app and rename this as app. And now everything should be good. I want to save this. Hopefully I don't have to re-render it. I'm just going to reload it. Hopefully that works. Okay, it works. Now set the color to colors.white. Awesome. And the child, I don't want a child. It's okay. The child is, let's not put a child yet. I'll wrap this with a scaffold. Scaffold. And this is the body. And I think that should be good. Yes. So we have a scaffold with a container. That is good. Now we want our URL, which is over here, and then what we'll do is we need to paste it somewhere. So what we are basically doing is we are getting the stuff from the website, the web, right? So we need this package called http.package. So just search up http flutter, you'll get this pub.dev website. I know the package, so I'm just gonna go to my perfect.yaml, and here I'm gonna type http. So what this will do is it's gonna get the latest version. If you don't mention any version number, it's gonna get the latest version. It's okay. This is allowed. This is completely allowed. So let that get, and I'll see you. Okay, we're back. And now we'll start up, right? So one thing which I tell you to do is go to your browser, just search JSON to Dart, and there's this website which is really helpful. Go to that, copy all of this, copy your JSON, go to this website. and then paste it here. Oh wait, we will need to name our class. I'm going to name it as names, generator dot. Copy this, make a new class. I'm going to name it here. I'm going to make it here itself. It's okay, I don't care. But when you're actually performing a project, make sure you make another file. It's much better actually. Now we have our thing here. Now we need another one. If you can go to my GitHub, go to this repository called movie search and search. Just come to this page. I will tell you how this works. Just look at the get movies thing, right? But I'll tell you, I'll just show you how it works. Right, so now inside our class we need to init state. Yes, we are in init state, and here we need to run a function called get names, and then we are going to define it here. So get names. And what this will have, we'll have this thing. We can just copy and paste this, it's no issue. Here we have some errors, right? So I can get rid of this. Yeah, you can get rid of that, that's not a worry. Now we have our variable issues, list and data, right? You can see we have our list and we have our data. So just copy those two too. It's okay, there's nothing wrong in copying, because a good developer always reuses code. Remember that. So we have solved these things. For JSON, just click on this bulb icon, import Dart convert package, and then now we have our API error, right? Because what I have done is I have made API as another class. It's a simple class, don't worry. Just copy this and I'm going to paste it here. So that, and here you see we have an HTTP error because we have not imported HTTP. I'm going to import it now. Put HTTP, put that as HTTP. That should solve that error. And here what I have done is I have taken this thing. So this is not necessary at all. And in here we are going to paste our URL. Like this, and save it. So basically we are gonna get some error. I think we are just gonna refresh it. Okay, something is wrong. Why? Because I think this needs to be rebuilt. So I will rebuild this and then we'll see. Okay, we're back. It is been recompiled and you see we have an error here, right? List is not a subtype of map string dynamic. Why is this? Because we have a string dynamic list. Well, you have to use this when the JSON starts with a curly bracket, but here it starts with our square brackets, right? So actually it is an object, so we can completely avoid using list. So we can set it to data and comment this out, and now you should not have any difficulties. I'll reload this and you should see we should not have any difficulties at all. See, we don't have any errors. Now in child I want a list view builder, item builder, which is a context, and index. It will return me a text with data. .toString. Now you see this, we have so much data here, right? Because it's printing each and everything. It's printing each and every data. So what I'll do, I'll print with index. So that, okay, see, here we have an invalid value, right? So in the starting of list view builder, what we can do, we can have an item count, which is data.length, and I think that should fix the error. See this, we're getting serial number, name and type of everything, right? That's really good. Now what's happening, I'll explain it to you. We have our init state, right? As soon as the app loads, init state will be executed. In that we have a function called getNames, which is to be executed, and it will call this API class here and a method inside it called getUsers. We have our getUsers here, and it's going to declare our URL, which we took it from GitHub, and return whatever we get from that, right? So it will come here. Then on that response, we are going to assign it to a variable called O. O is nothing but the body of the response, and then we are going to set the state of this data to whatever the JSON decodes this body. And here you're going to have a list view with an item count of the length of this JSON and an item builder with index, right? Now what if you want only the names? What to do then? So in front of this index, make another square brackets and then put it as name and save this. See that? Let's say you want only types. Save. See that? So what you can do is, now instead of having only texts, we can I'll just show you a quick thing. I'm gonna put some padding. Look at that. You can actually render this any way you want. So you can make one of this square, and you can make all this styling and everything. Then you can get the data from the API like how we do here. I convert it to a string. Remember to convert it to a string. I'm going to put the name back here, convert it to a string, and then render it here. That's it. It's as simple as that. Or if you want multiple things, then you can do data of index of type to string again, and you can see it gives it, appends it. So what I can do, I can add tab space to this like that. It's as simple as that. So thank you all for watching. See you later.